The journey began beneath the brooding sky. Yala, in the grip of monsoon, wore its wilderness differently, lush, unpredictable, and veiled in mist. The rains had softened the earth, craved new paths, and left behind pools of promise. For a wildlife photographer, this was not a setback, it was a setting. I was searching for Rhun, the solitary tusker whose presence is felt more than seen. In this season, when the forest breathes through the mud and memory, tuskers often linger near waterholes, not just to drink, but to feed, to bathe, to weed. And then, as if the forest had decided to reveal its secret, the gloom lifted, the sun broke through, glided the canopy, and there by a shallow mud hole he stood. There are moments in the wild that don't roar or charge. They simply stand, and in that stillness, they speak louder than thunder. Rhun stood by the waterhole, not as a visitor, but as a guardian. His frame immense, his posture regal, the light caught the curves of his tusks, the fold of his skin, the quiet wisdom in his eyes. He wasn't drinking yet, he wasn't feeding, he was simply beginning. The mud beneath him was soft from the monsoon passing, the air still damp with memory. Around him the forest held its beneath. Even the bird seems to pause. It was as if the entire landscape had gathered to witness these moments of presence. He looked out, not at me, not at the camera, but beyond, as if remembering something older than the trees, deeper than the water. And in that gaze, I saw not just an elephant, but a story, a legacy, a soul. There's a kind of grace that doesn't move. It anchors, it humbles. Rhun didn't need to trump or stomp to command attention. He stood tall and the world listened. And I, a photographer chasing light and life, found myself still, framing not just a subject, but a moment, a truth. That sometimes the most powerful thing in the world is the silence of a giant. There he was, Rhun, standing at the edge of the waterhole, like a pilgrim at a scared spring. The sun had broken through the clouds, casting a golden shimmer across the surface, and in that light he lowered his trunk. He drank slowly, deliberately. Each drop of water was a gesture of grace. The ripples spread outward, as if the earth itself responded to his presence. No rush, no fear, just the rhythm of thirst meeting abundance. Then, with the same quiet purpose, he reached for the lotus. Their broad green leaves floated like offerings. Their stems swing gently beneath the surface. Rhun plucked them with practiced ease, curling his trunk, lifting the plants, and chewing with a calm that only the wild can teach. Petals brush his tusk, water drips from his cheek, and all around him the forest watched in silence. This wasn't just feeling, it was a communion with the land, with the season, with something older than memory. In that moment, I forgot the camera. I forgot the hours of waiting. I simply watched a giant nourished by lotus and light, a ritual as ancient as the monsoon itself. Just when I thought the moment had settled, Rhun surprised us with a sudden burst of energy. He stepped forward, then leaped into the waterhole like a child returning to play. The splash echoed through the trees, scattering birds and stirring laughter in our hearts. He rolled, he kicked, he sprayed water with his trunk. Pure joy in motion. The mud swirled around him, the sun danced on his wet skin, and for a moment the mighty Tusker became a creature of delight. Then he paused, lifted his head, and looked straight at us. Not with threat, not with fear, but with curiosity, with charm, as if asking, "Did you see that?" His ears flapped gently, his trunk curled playfully, and his eyes held spark that no lens could truly capture. We watched, smiled, speechless. Rhun wasn't just bathing, he was performing, sharing, connecting, and in that gaze, we were just observers. We were invited. It's rare to witness such a raw joy in the wild, rarer still to feel part of it. But Rhun, in his splash and stare, gave us that gift, a moment of wild playfulness, a memory that will never dry.